Are you all still involved?
No,
Yes.
we're not, Your Honor.
At the same time, two different answers.
Right.
Exact same time.
When was the last time you two were intimate?
It's been a while.
Last night.
No, Your Honor, we was at separate hotels.
And you made your way to my hotel.
That is not true,
Right.
Your Honor. We did go to dinner, Your Honor, but
And afterwards?
I went to my respective places.
No,
she went
he
to
came
hers.
to my room.
Mr. Wiggins, you look like you lying.
No, because
Separate hotels, same lie. Just hours before paternity court. Mr. Wiggins, a married man, is trying to restore his relationship with his wife after an affair with Miss Davis turned bitter once a child entered their equation. Now Miss Davis is trying to prove Mr. Wiggins is the father of her daughter Aubrey, and he's fighting to prove he's not. But as you'll see through this case, nothing is as simple as a DNA test when two people can't even agree on what their relationship was.
I see what's going on here. It's clear as day. You playing both sides of the fence. Then you get mad when she go confront your wife. Like you are offended. How do you be offended when you are just offensive and continuously committing further offenses?
Oh wait, that's a bar.
It started during a separation, a turbulent marriage which later gave birth to infidelity. What was supposed to be a casual encounter lasted years, according to the mistress. However, he says it was only months. The question is, who's telling the truth about the timeline? And does it even matter when two women ended up pregnant 1 month apart?
and me and my wife went through a separation due to a rough patch. Through my separation, became a little antsy. Miss Davis was working for a family member of mine, and I seen her, and she was looking good. She was walking up some stairs, and she had on some really tight pants.
Yes.
So I approached her. It was never supposed to be anything else more than just sex.
No.
But you didn't use
We was together
protection.
for almost 2 years and a half.
We was never together.
Almost 2.5 years?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I was
ma'am.
married, Your Honor. I mean,
Yeah, married, but
it just, it kind of went longer than it should have.
Longer than it should have. That's one thing they agree on. But the length matters because it determines whether promises were made or whether she's rewriting history.
I was telling her what I felt I needed to tell her to ultimately get what I wanted.
he wanted to marry me. He wanted to get a divorce from his wife.
No,
he wanted
Your
to be
Honor.
with me.
No, Your Honor. And I was good to her. I mean, because ultimately I was trying to get something out of her. So I did what I had to do. I felt I needed to do.
So basically you're admitting that you just lying?
I mean, it wasn't lying.
So you can
Your
sleep
Honor.
with her. No. Now don't try to clean it up
Right.
now. You said you did what you had to do to get what you wanted.
No, I did say that, Your Honor.
You were a married man.
Valentine's plans fall apart before the night even started. A cousin appears and a tablet lights up with a message that hints at something more. She insists nothing happened. He reads meaning where there may be none. Money spent, pride wounded, the night dissolves into doubt. Coincidence or something else entirely?
Yes, we did intend to plan Valentine's Day together. However, prior to us going to the hotel, we got into a bit of an altercation. I don't remember the exact details. And my family member seen her be picked up by another guy
That was my cousin.
that
I
she
wasn't
claims
romantic.
to be her cousin. However, it's a coincidence that while we were at the hotel, she happened to be taking a shower, and I think I was using her tablet for something, maybe
phone.
scrolling on Facebook, and this guy inboxes about meeting her again, and she's telling him, oh, I need some more
I never
loving.
slept with him,
So
Your
to
Honor.
me, saying more means that it's already happened. And so we did not end up having a Valentine's Day celebration because, of course, I was upset.
How were you upset if you weren't in a relationship with
Right.
her?
Because
Right.
Just asking.
that's true. We're at this hotel. I had went all out for her in hopes that I would have a great ending that night. And so it pissed me off to see her. And then you're telling me, okay, that, I have a baby by you when you're sleeping with another guy. That's what made me
I never
mad.
slept with no one.
So
He wasn't angry about betrayal, not exactly. What cut deeper was the cost. How every gesture, every dollar turned into evidence that he'd been played. He spent to be seen, gave to be chosen, and when the night collapsed, it wasn't love he lost, it was validation. The kind that doesn't come with a refund no matter how much you pay to feel wanted. He thought he could play two lives at once, juggling promises and secrets, Kanye West once said,
How you start a family, the condom slipped up.
maybe that applied here, maybe it didn't, but suddenly, two households were feeling the consequences. Messages crossed, tempers flared, and the careful balance he tried to hold shattered in ways he didn't see coming.
They were pregnant at the same time, your wife and your mistress.
Right.
They were, Your Honor.
Our children.
How did you find out Miss Davis was pregnant?
So she kind of told people, and then I asked her to let me tell my wife. And of course, because she wanted my wife out of the picture, because she did want more,
You're right. I wanted more because that's what you presented.
How did your wife find out?
Miss Davis told her that she was pregnant and that she wasn't going anywhere. She inboxed her on Facebook, which
Right.
caused a lot of havoc in my life.
You wasn't gonna be a man.
Did it cause the havoc or did you cause the
He
havoc?
did, right.
Aubrey's birth certificate carries his name, but the details are wrong. November 9th, his birthday typed as November 11th. 2 days. Small on paper, enormous in consequence. He wasn't in the room when it was signed, yet somehow his information was collected. Laughter over the phone, first names exchanged, a casual tone hiding a tangled web. He believes it's fraudulent, a deliberate manipulation of facts. The paper doesn't explain, it only asks who benefits from the confusion.
Certificate. You know, I was at the hospital.
You were?
I were. Not when the
signed it.
birth certificate was signed. I'm no Einstein or anything, but I'm educated enough to know my own birth date. This is the birth certificate. My birthday is November the 9th, 1990.
The one
this
you wrote.
says 11/11/1990.
And
I
you
didn't
wrote.
write anything.
He signed the birth certificate on his own. He was there.
It was a phone call asking for my information.
You
I
placed
believe that there
yourself
was, she knew the young lady because when I got the phone call that they needed my information, there was a lot of laughing and calling each other by first name as if there was some type of relationship, like they may have knew each other.
So it is your belief that someone put your name on there and then got your birthday wrong, put it on there as well, that they wrote it in.
Absolutely. That is my belief.
Well, you don't forget your birthday.
I don't.
In the beginning, Mr. Wiggins showed up for Aubrey. He cared, he tried, but over time, presence became absence, subtle and unspoken, until distance was the only constant. His other daughter, born a month later, mirrors what might have been. So alike that even Miss Davis says they could be mistaken for twins. Choices, intentions, misunderstandings, the reasons he stopped coming around blur together, leaving questions heavier than answers.
The truth is, you want your family back.
Yes, ma'am.
And it sounds like consciously or unconsciously, you've distanced yourself from this child because you want your family back.
The truth, elusive and uncompromising, is what he seeks most. Not just about paternity, but about his marriage, his family, the life he imagined. Everything, hope and fear alike, rests in the envelope he's about to open.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Wiggins versus Davis, when it comes to 23-month-old Aubrey Wiggins, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Wiggins, you are the father.